Hi guys, I'm Maria Victoria Marquez from Port Jacob, and I'm here to make a literary criticism. The title of the work I'm going to criticize was Iliad. The author of Iliad was Homer. Homer was known to be a blind poet. He was known to be the greatest Greek poet of all time. Um, let's proceed by introducing to you the main characters of the story. So here are the gods and goddesses of the story. First was Zeus. He was the father of deities. He was the one who realized that the earth was getting overpopulated. Next was Ares. She was the goddess of mischief, and she's the one who threw the golden apple, saying to the fairest of the goddesses. Next was Hera. She was known to be the jealous wife of Zeus. She promised Troy power. Next was Athena, and she was active in battle. She was also the daughter of Zeus, and she promised Troy wisdom. Next was Aphrodite, and she was the goddess of love. She promised Troy the most beautiful girl in the world. Last was Poseidon, and he was the major Olympian god. And the mortal characters of Iliad are first, Achilles, the preeminent Greek warrior. He was known to be brave and strong, and he was the son of Thetis and Peleus. Next was Agamemnon. He was a commander-in-chief, and he was a Greek high king. Next was Menelaus. He was known to be Agamemnon's brother, and he was the first husband of Helen. Next was Patroclus. He was the dear friend of Achilles, and he got killed by Hector. Next was Hector, the antagonist of the story, and he was the one who killed Patroclus. He was the Trojan preeminent warrior, and he got killed by Achilles. Next was Paris. Paris was also a prince of Troy, and he was the abductor of Helen. Next was King Priam. He was the king of Troy, and he was the father of Hector and Paris. And last was Helen, and she was known to be the most beautiful girl in the world. The next part was the settings of the story of Iliad. The main settings are Troy and Mount Olympus. Mount Olympus is the dwelling place of the gods and the goddesses, while Troy was the city where the Trojans lived, and it is also the place where the battle of Agamemnon and Achilles happened. The next part of my literary criticism was themes. First was pride. Why do I say that pride? Because most of the main male characters of the story was motivated to their social standings. They think that their pride have benefits to them, and their reputations make them fight harder. Next was competition. Competition was the most obvious way to get what they're fighting for. Next to competition was hate. Why hate? It's obviously the main reason why they're fighting or they're having a war. Just like what Achilles felt to Hector when Hector killed his dear friend Patroclus. Next to hate was love. Love gave meaning to this story. Example of this theme was the love between Hector and his wife Andromache, but not only to them but also to their son. This story also included Hera seducing Zeus by using sexual love. Next was warfare. Iliad has stated war by showing brutal and disgusting things. However, it just showed that human life was inevitable. Next to warfare was religion. From the very start, we can see that to the mortal's life, gods and goddesses are very important. They honored and respected them, but in return, mortal are expecting a good favor from them. Last but not the least was compassion and forgiveness. Yes, that from the very start, we're seeing a less compassion and forgiveness. But if we further explore, we can see that forgiveness had won in the end. Guys, this is the end of my literary criticism project, and I thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoy somehow, and thank you. God bless us all.